Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Tonight, my special guest is Katie from Simply Katie Walks. Hello, Katie.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Echo. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. I have been so excited watching everybody's videos for this walking challenge. I had no idea so many people would be participating. This has been wonderful.
I have 36 collab partners.
Wow.
Colleen says she's having a little difficulty getting in.
Okay. Um, did she ask her if she clicked on the link that I sent her
Okay, I
and,
will.
and
Hi, Bex.
answered?
Hi, Mimi.
Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome. Um, yeah, see if she clicked the link and answered the questions.
Okay. Whoops. Hi, Bohemian Dollhouse. I don't remember your first name. Yeah, 36 collab partners. And the reluctant V Granny is here. So there's 4 people that are here now that are in the challenge.
Michelle Maybell from Chicago.
Oh, Michelle, I haven't talked to you in forever. How are you? Did you have your son's birthday party?
um, Text Colleen and say that if she can't get in that link, I can drop a link. Tell her just to come in my chat and
Okay.
I can drop a link and she can try to come on from that.
Okay.
But I was hoping she could stream it to her channel as well.
Yeah.
Broke but bountifully blessed. Welcome, welcome.
That's Carol. I'm so happy to see all you here.
Oh, she's back there now. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
she's here.
There
There
she
you
is.
are. Hi,
Hello.
Colleen.
I'm sorry, I had difficulty.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
That's okay.
Welcome. It's good to finally meet you, Colleen. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good. Good. Okay. So did you get it hooked up to stream from your channel?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay. So if you look at the chat, it'll say paired on the comments, and it'll either be coming from Katie's channel or your channel. So you might just recognize the people's names,
okay.
or you can maybe pull up your own chat on another device too.
Okay.
Okay. And I dropped your channel link in my chat, and I've got Katie's channel link pinned in my chat.
Okay, yeah.
And Michelle said, yes, had the party this past Saturday. Thanks for asking. It went phenomenal and was a blast. I'm so grateful that he was celebrated. All right. Yay.
Yeah, Carol, the thing is, I do feel like um, I'm getting to know everybody so well. So many people are putting out videos every day or every other day. It's just been awesome. Very awesome. Oh, Mama Corn, that's you, Colleen.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my kids call me. Mama
Mama
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Um, it is rainy and awful here today. Did you get out, Colleen?
Um no, I was kind of resting this morning. I know I usually get out like, by 7:30 or 8. But I was resting this morning, and today here it's really hot and humid, and so I'll probably
Jealous.
go. Yeah, I'll probably go walking after we get done here. So, you
Yeah,
know,
yesterday it was 85. Today it's like 35.
Oh
wow.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
So I walked at Costco today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Cool.
did my walk at Costco, but I needed to go anyway.
That's a lot of difference in temperature.
Yeah, it went. I'm surprised we didn't get storms.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Carol. That's very nice of you.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so I have 36 collab partners as of today, and I am so grateful that Colleen is helping me with this collab because she's doing excellent, and it's you guys are so amazing. The ones that are doing the videos almost every day. I see people doing them once a week. You guys are amazing. You're all doing it in your own way, and I am so pleased to see so many people join. So many people join. And today was day 18, right? Yeah,
18?
Yeah.
today
Yeah,
was day
18.
18. And just I couldn't be more pleased, and I hope that everyone's enjoying it. I really do.
It
I know.
seems like they are from
I'm
the videos.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of everybody that's doing it too. I like to give a shout out to Tony, who tries her best. She's really inspiring. I really love watching her videos.
Tony and Tina from Pink Impossible.
Yep.
She's getting out there too. Like I said before, everybody has their own set of challenges, and we may not see their
Uh-huh.
challenges. Christine from Christine's Life, I think I think it is. I
Oh, if you
I
hear
see
puppies
you.
in the background, that's my son and my daughter-in-law's puppies.
Oh, okay.
They went walking, so they like to cry when they leave. So if you hear puppies, sorry for
Yeah,
the interruption.
Michelle, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm ready for it to be warm all the time. Warm. Today's. Oh my gosh, you could be right, Bex. I always feel like when I'm doing my videos, I'm thinking really hard about what day it is. It'll be nice when we get past the 30 and we're all just walking and we don't have to count days anymore.
Mhm.
No, Hi, Angela. Yeah, everybody has their own set of challenges, but everybody's, they're doing it in their own way, and super impressed, super impressed. How, everyone, some people are walking in their house, some people are walking around their backyard, some people are walking their dog. We
Yep.
got all kinds of walk.
Any way you can do it, that's as long as you're doing it, that's what counts.
Yeah. Hi, Sherry. Well, it's busy, but it's a pleasure. I mean, don't you think, Colleen, watching all the videos is just a pleasure?
Yeah, because I make a specific time of every day to watch them, and yep,
Yeah,
I love everybody's progress.
it's doing so good. Carol, don't say snow. We don't want snow.
Oh no.
Nobody
No,
wants
no,
snow,
no.
Carol. I think Carol lives in Wisconsin, though, so it kind of doesn't surprise me that she's got snow. Oh, yeah, Mimi, I've seen you march in your
Yeah.
house. So, yeah, however you could do it. I prefer to walk outside. To me, I like the sunshine and, the fresh air on my face, but, I have a treadmill, but me and Susan from Susan Pepper, we say the treadmill is from the devil, the devil's machine.
And
It's
I
just
don't
not
I
as
don't
fun.
like it because you don't get anywhere. I mean, you're walking,
Yeah,
walking, walking, but you're still where you started. I like at least outside where you can maybe see a different route or, a little different
Yeah.
scenery.
Well, some people watch TV on their treadmills, though.
Yeah, I have done that. And when I go to the Y, they have the televisions there and I can wear my headphones and listen to that or listen to music or whatever. But it just doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere. And I don't like looking at the screen. So I'll put the towel over the screen. So I don't know how long I've been on there because it feels like forever, like it takes a lot longer on the treadmill. And then I'll like move the towel and peek at the number and I'll be like, oh, okay, good. And I'm getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Hi, Kate. How are you? Oh, thanks, Kate. I'm glad you came in to say hi. And thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, everybody coming in on my side. Thank you, Sherry and Blue and well, I done took them off my screen now.
Yeah, Bex.
RV, yeah.
I agree with you, Bex, that walking outside helps my mental health. 100%. Now, I just started walking a year ago. I did this challenge on someone else's channel, and I started walking I did the 30 days, 30 minutes, and I did it outside. And I mean, I literally did not get off the couch before I started this challenge, and I did it, and I kept going. And you all know I did the 5K in September, and I did the 10K in October. And I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but we're here to say we're doing it now. And at 57, I'm walking. It's been a year. And I can see my physical health and my mental health are 100% better. 100% better. Colleen, when did you start walking?
I started tell a short story. Back in 93, I was in a car accident. I dislocated my hip, and then later on in the years, 2013, that dislocated hip, it got where it made it difficult to walk. So I had to have my hip replaced. And then later on, I had my other hip replaced. And I said, when I got the first hip replaced, I said, Creator, if you get this fixed for me, I'm gonna walk everywhere. After that, I'm gonna walk everywhere. I don't care where I go. I'm gonna walk. So ever since then, I've been walking.
That's awesome. If Kate is still here, Kate, Colleen is real Native American, and Kate will understand what I'm saying, but you're real Native American. We know somebody who pretends to be Native American. So yeah, you said you're going to walk everywhere, and you did 7 miles the other day, Colleen.
Those are when I do miles like that, that's when I usually have a, how you say that? Not a chore, but when I have to do something. And I mean, there's cars, and yeah, people can give me a ride, and there's also buses and stuff. But that's what my dad taught me. He taught me how to be really how do you say, tough? Because I was raised by my dad. So I'm gonna say, I always say nobody else ain't gonna do it but me. So that's where I get that from. That's when I do those kind of walks.
You hit, to me, close to home when you said you didn't like to wait for the bus. You'd rather just walk.
Yeah, that's what I get from my dad too. We had no patience. No patience. I tried to wait, I tried to try to wait, but then pretty soon I'm like, well, by the time the bus gets here, I can be there by then.
Yeah, I know. It's like when I walk up to the store now, I just get a few things when I walk up to the store, but I'm like, do I need to get the car out and drive when I can just walk up there?
Yeah.
So that has
Yep.
completely changed how I think, because I would take the car to go down to the corner and before, but now I don't do that anymore. But literally, I didn't think I'd ever be walking like this.
Yeah, and it's really good for for me it's I'm not I am older. I mean, I'm as old as Katie.
Hmm.
I'm not ashamed of my age, but I want to stay healthy because I have 14 grandchildren.
I didn't know that.
And
Congratulations.
I have 14 grandchildren, and like I said, I say to myself, I want to be alive when the last one, at least till the last one graduates high school.
Oh, you will be.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll
And
have
so,
great grandbabies.
so that's the motivation for me walking to keep myself healthier, my heart healthy, my muscles healthy. Just that's my motivation.
Keep moving.
Just to
Bex, uh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're going to keep it up. Um, and I've seen you in Captain, and I'm sorry I said Gwen earlier, but that's awesome. And Carol said, "Oh, Oprah did a challenge. I did not know that." And that's when you started walking. So you never know what's going to get you going. You really don't. Carol, yes, she said she had 14 grandkids. Are they all little or are they all ages?
No, they range from I believe my youngest one he's either 3 or 4 to 20, 20, 20. Yep, they're all bunch of ages. From because I have 5 kids, so that's where 4 kids have grandkids, except for my eldest son. He didn't have a kid yet. He has I don't like to say step
Yeah, I
kids,
don't either.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
he has two boys, so I
Mhm.
call them Taco Josh too. So
Yeah, I
you know,
have a bonus granddaughter. That's what I say,
yeah,
bonus.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah. And Mimi has one. Oh, Gwen has a dog captain, and you have the ghost. Gwen, or Bex, I am so sorry. Bex, I know you are two totally different channels, and I apologize for that. And I did see Ghosty the cat stalking you in your video. So I'll get it straight up here. I feel bad because Gwen and Bex are two totally different people, but I keep confusing them. At least they're friends, so maybe I'll get.
That's probably why you confuse them because you think of them together,
Yeah, well, they're both crafters too. I still feel bad. Sherry, it's raining where you are. It's I. Oh, Carol says, think bigger, Colleen. Plan to stay alive till that youngest granddaughter's daughter graduates. So
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Sari's here. Hey, Sari, how are you? You're up late, sweetie. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, sorry.
Um, Bex, I know you guys are good friends in real life. I still feel bad. I'm going to get on that.
Hi, sorry.
Sari's in Sweden, so it might be, and she's doing our challenge too. I think she said she walked 3 hours last night with her son.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's great.
Right, you have to keep going for those grandchildren. Oh, my daughter, she's good. She's 19 weeks now. This baby's due in August, so we're very excited.
Woo! New
Gonna be a
baby.
Leo, like my grandbaby.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sorry, it's so sweet to see you here. I'm so glad. I think it's late for you, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're up because I was thinking I want Sorry to be here. And Echo, you're walking, aren't you?
Yes. I started walking before I had my weight loss surgery back in July. and I've got a bad back, and I have diabetic neuropathy in my feet, so I can't feel my feet, so my balance isn't good. So there's a time that I walked with the rolling walker and with a
Mhm.
cane and all of that. So um, to me, it's a privilege to be able to walk. And now that I've lost some weight, I can actually walk longer and further. And I don't feel like I have to be looking for a bench or a chair like I
Mhm.
used to. Even when I went into a store, I would look, do they have a place for me to sit down if I get tired and have to sit down. But walking is like the freest exercise there is. You don't
Right.
need really
Yep.
anything but shoes and somewhere to walk,
Right.
you
You're
know?
right. Sorry. Surgery is Tuesday. He's in a lot of pain, but I mean, he's hanging in there best he can. And Carol, it'll be my fifth grandchild. So I have two boys and two girls right now. Um, and then Sherry said she knows how you feel. She has a bad back.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'll tell you that too. Losing weight really does make your back feel better.
100%.
Yeah.
Bohemian Dollhouse said, I have 5 grands. The oldest is 14 and the youngest is 3. I want to be able to dance at all their weddings. Well, you know what?
Oh,
We're all going to dance at the weddings.
that's a
Yep.
great thing to do. A great goal also. That was my whole reason for trying to get myself healthier, was because I had my first granddaughter, and I
Mhm.
want to be here to not only get to help raise her, but just to be able to see her grow and enjoy her. I didn't want to be, always having to sit on the sidelines. I wanted to be able to get out there and play with her and do things with her. And even my daughter says I'm like 10 times more active with my granddaughter than I was with my daughter even 28 years ago, you
Tell
know.
them what you did at the park. Tell them what you did at the park,
Yeah,
Echo.
my granddaughter loves going down the slide, and she wanted Granny to go down the slide with her. And the first step, it was like it was broken. It didn't have the first step to climb up there. So I had to climb up a big step. But once I got up that step, I could climb up there. And then I sat down and I said, I'm going to do it. Well, my daughter was like freaking out. What are you doing? You're going to get stuck or you're going to get hurt. So she videoed me doing it. And down I went. And I was like, see, now that's what living is all about. You
I'll
got
never
to do
forget
those
the day you
things
told
that
us
you
that.
don't think you can do. And
Right.
now my granddaughter is like, every time we go to the playground, she's like, Granny, let's go down the slide. And I'm like, some of them are a little too small for Granny to be able to do.
It's still
But I
fun.
was shocked that I actually could do it. It was really shocking. And I've swung on the swings with her. And I'm teaching her how you got to pump your legs, to swing. And I would have never been able to do that.
That is so awesome.
And I'm
Um,
looking forward to being able to teach her how to swim this summer.
Mhm.
I
sorry,
played in the water with her last summer, but I couldn't really help her learn how to swim. But I'll be able to this summer.
yeah, last summer was the first summer I was really in the pool with the grandkids. I went off the diving board. Sorry, I saw your message. And hi, Gail. How are you?
Yeah.
And
Hi, Gail.
sorry, I saw your message, and I'm glad to hear that your son's doing the 10,000 steps a day. Hi, Punch. Um, I did that 10,000 steps a day, and that's hard. That is really hard. I think Gail's doing the 10,000 steps a day. I think
Wow.
that's what Gail's from Gail's Southern Living. I think she's doing the 10,000 steps a day.
That might be my next goal.
It's 10,000 steps a day.
Big.
If
A
you
big.
do it, Colleen, let me know and I'll do it with you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Um, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I did it last August for all of August, but I'll do it again. Absolutely.
Make
Um,
sure make sure you get a smartwatch or a Fitbit or something like that, because I had one on my phone that was supposed to be counting my steps, but you had to have the phone like in your pocket. and I would
Mhm.
forget to pick up my phone. So half the steps I didn't get credit for. So now I have the smartwatch, and it's amazing at how many steps you actually get just in your daily moving around,
Mhm.
And then I found like at 7 o'clock at night, like I'd be like at 9,000, but I'd get that last push to go outside and get that last 1,000 steps. So it is motivating to count your steps. It
Yeah.
really is. Oh, okay. Gail said she has 9,499 steps today so far. Yay,
Wow!
Gail.
Yay!
And I think walking in place, or even just like walking across the living room, those steps still, count.
Mhm.
It
So
all counts.
yeah.
It all counts.
So
Like
it's not like you have to be out on a walk to do that. You can just, and
when
shopping is great for
that's
walking.
what, yeah, Tony, when Tony did the video where she walked instead of used the cart, oh my gosh, that made me cry. How amazing.
Yeah, I like that too.
Oh, thank you, Punch. Thank you very much. If you guys are not subscribed to Sorry or Punch Monkey, would you do that? Because they both have really good channels. And Gail, everybody here has great channels, but
Yep.
so subscribe to everybody. How's that work?
Yep.
I did have the Fitbit, but I took it off after that challenge last August. I got so tired of fussing about my steps.
I like mine because it also like tracks my sleep, and I don't get very much sleep. So now I'm actually like, oh, look, I got more than 5 hours sleep. That was really good.
Oh, it does track your sleep. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
mine does my sleep. I can take my blood pressure. I can check my oxygen level. I can do all that on mine. So,
And that's a Fitbit.
no, this is a smartwatch.
Oh, smartwatch. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
Um,
a much, much nicer one than I could afford. My sister sent it to me. So
Oh, nice.
let me
I would
tell
have
you,
had to buy a cheap one, if I was getting it myself. So,
the ones they have at Colleen, the ones they have at Walmart, because I know you're a Walmart shopper,
Mhm.
they're good. They're good for step counters for
I'll
what
have to
if you
check
can
them
find
out.
one there.
I have to check them out.
Yeah, because they're good. Um, oh, Punch is sub to Echo already.
yay.
You're Punch, you shouldn't be shy. You're awesome. Um, oh, they like the painting behind you, Colleen.
Oh, that's this is like half my daughter's she works at home. So that other side on that side is her office, and this side's my where I sleep and stuff. So these all everything that you see are when I make videos, those are hers.
Oh,
Those are her she's really got good taste.
this you see that bird right there?
Yeah.
That's a real bird. Thank you. I do not
Oh,
like
really?
real birds in the house, but that's my husband's. They used to they hunt. He used to hunt, and they were duck hunters. So that's like his whole office is duck hunting stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
Did he stuff that himself?
Um, no, they have a place that they go to that does it for them. I think
Oh.
that was probably 50 years old. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, it could be worse. It could be a big moose head, or, you know,
Don't encourage him. Oh, I
yeah.
guess
That was one thing I was thankful my husband was not a hunter. So I didn't have to deal with any of that kind of stuff. But I've got friends that they go bow hunting and, deer hunting and all kinds of, different
well, Steve,
like that.
I follow. Hi, Sydney Cat. Um, I follow Steve. I think you do too, Echo from Scrub Busters outside
Yes.
outdoors. He does a lot of hunting. I love
Yes.
his videos.
Yes, he does.
Hi, Isabella.
Hi, Isabella.
Oh, that's right. Punch has stuffed animals too.
Hi, pre-retirement days. Welcome. Excuse me.
So, um, yeah. So what we have 11 more days of the challenge, and if people want to join now, come on in, join. I don't, come on in. We'll
Yep.
celebrate everybody who joins.
Join, join, join.
Mhm.
And I really think it's nice the way that you're doing the channel shout out every day, and that people are sharing out the videos and watching each other's videos and all that. That is really nice.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure to be able to shout them out. Now, some of the channels I've had to get to know, like Bohemian Dollhouse, I don't, and Broke but Bountifully Blessed. I don't know their channels real well, so before I shout them out, I need to get to know their channels a little better.
Yeah.
But so far, what I've seen, everybody has great channels. Every single person that's subbed
Yep.
or
Yep.
collabed have wonderful channels. All different kinds of channels too. We've got crafting, and we have lifestyle, and we have um, fitness, and beauty channels, and budgeting channels. It just the whole. It's real. Walking is reaching every corner of the YouTube,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the thing about it, is that if we stay in our own little communities, we're missing out on meeting so many good channels
Yep.
and so many great
Mhm.
people. And that's one thing that I try to do on my channel, is I try to go and see, subjects that I like, that I'm interested in. And then if I meet people, and then I go watch them, and then I'll meet some of their people, and before you know it, you've got friends all over the YouTube. So
You
it's
really
it's
do.
really it's
Bex,
really
that's very sweet. I've known you for a while though, Bex, but yeah, um,
nice.
that's very sweet.
I know. I
Um,
want. I want to say. I really, really, really appreciate, grateful, thankful that Katie asked me to go on this challenge, because you know what? I was like 67 subs. After that, after Katie, thanks to Katie, I got almost 100.
and you just
Woo!
every day it's
But
just keep it. You're
yeah,
growing every
Yeah.
that's
day. You're
really,
growing.
and that's really thanks to you, Katie. I met a lot of people, a lot of channels, and I like everybody. I like
Yeah,
everybody.
and
And so that's, I'm really thankful.
everybody's so like in the comments, like everybody's cheering each other on, and it's just like I'll go to somebody else's channel and see people cheering them on in the comments. It's been
Yeah.
amazing, so beautiful. It really is.
Yeah,
Yep.
and a lot of people that I've mentioned it to are like, "Oh, that's who's doing the walking challenge," and it's like they all are so interested in watching the videos and everything. So it's
Tina's
really
here.
nice.
Hi, Tina. Tina
And
was my creator today that I highlighted.
and Katie's like me. She doesn't just shout out anybody. If she supports your channel and shouts you out, then it's because she likes your channel. She's not gonna
Love.
watch it and not, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Thank
Colleen.
you, Sari.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Eat more pizza. Hello, hello.
I think that's the problem is I love so many channels, like love. I'm like, okay. I got like this huge list of channels that I watch.
My girl
Oh,
Waffles is here. Hello,
hi,
Waffles.
Waffles. Yes, and Sydney Cat, I'm a member of her channel, and Sydney Cat is a channel about Sydney Cat and her beautiful cat Sydney, who's just adorable. Adorable. All right. Echo and Colleen, I don't know if you guys want to talk some more. I think I'm going to pop down to the chat. My These things are slipping.
Okay.
Thank you, Echo, for having me and talking
Oh,
about the
thank you for
challenge.
Darn it.
coming.
I,
Thank you. I am so happy to be a part of it. It's just, I mean, I'm loving it.
yeah,
And I'm proud of you, Katie. I'm very proud of you.
thank you. Thank you. And I'm so happy to have every single one of you. But I am going to pop down for a second. How do I pop down, Echo?
Oh, I'll kick you.
Okay, thank you.
I know. It's like, I can't get out. It's like, it's okay. I'll kick you out. It's okay.
I know, it's just hilarious, her adventures with her teeth.
Oh, I know.
Only,
She texted me earlier.
I've only had, yeah, I've only had one misadventure.
Well, I didn't know you were supposed to get your dentures replaced every so many years. And so I had a
Hmm.
set that was about 10 years old, and I dropped the bottom plate and it broke right in half. So I thought I
Wow.
could super glue it. So I super glued it and it was crooked. So it wouldn't fit in my mouth. So I ended up going to the dentist and he was like, "Well, these your dentures are like 10 years old. You can get a new set. Your insurance will, pay for it." I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know." And he was like, "Yeah, every 5 years you can get new dentures." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I got
Oh.
a new set of dentures, but I kept the top out of my old set. So now I have two tops and one bottom. And so even if I have them both in, I have another, top one in the bathroom. So my granddaughter, she'll say, "Granny, you got teeth everywhere." I'm like, "Yes, I do." Granny has spare teeth if she needs them. And it freaked her
Yep,
out.
at least you got backup.
The first time I took my teeth out around my granddaughter, it totally freaked her out. She did not understand how they could come out. Hey, Elisa, welcome. But I wanted to talk to everybody about a new challenge I'm going to start in the month of April. I'm going to start doing chair exercises where you sit in a chair and you do the exercises. And I'm going to use resistant bands and light weights. And I'm going to start from knowing nothing about how to do it. And we're going to learn how to do the exercises, and we're going to progress to be able to use the resistance bands and use the weights. And I'm just inviting everybody to join me in doing that. Hi, the source. Um,
Yeah, that would be interesting. That
yeah,
would be
because
interesting.
even though a lot of us can get up and move around, there are days when our backs hurt, or, you might injure yourself and you can't get up and walk, or, I twist my ankles a lot and things like that. But we can still do exercises sitting in the
Yeah.
chair. And at first I
Hmm.
thought, well, they're not going to be beneficial. How could it really do anything? But I talked to the trainer because I go to the YMCA and I use a couple of the exercise machines there, and I walk on the
Hmm.
treadmill. And so I talked to one of the trainers, and they said, even just like lifting your own arm, just the weight of your arm actually will strengthen your muscles. That you don't even have to have,
Wow.
like, an actual weight or anything. And
Hmm.
he said that most people, their core muscles are not strong, which is your abdomen and your back muscles. And even just doing like a sideways twist in a chair actually works all those core muscles. So I was really excited to learn about that and try to put something together so that we could actually do, some exercises like that. So I'm going to make a couple of videos just really explaining what I want to do and how I'm going to go about doing it. And then I'll make a video for each exercise so that we can learn the exercises. And then
Yeah.
eventually I want to do like a 30-minute video where we can, exercise together. So it's going to be, um, it's going to be a journey for me to learn and be able to do it. But I was talking to somebody today and I said, I need to do it for myself. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to hold myself accountable if I don't make it public. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell everybody I'm doing it and ask everybody to join in with me doing it. And then that way I'll have to do it because it'll be out there. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it, but it'll fit right in with this walking
Mhm.
challenge and all the other healthy eating challenges that are going on right now. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got some work to do on it, and I won't have my granddaughter after June, after the first part of June. So I will be able to do a lot more with it by then. But I'm going to get started the 1st of April, hopefully, Lord willing.
Yeah. Like I just wanted to say to everybody, like that one day, I did 7 miles, but I want everybody to know, you don't have to, do what I do. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a champion or whatever, you know. I'm just saying, do what you can, do what's comfortable for you, what feels good to you. Because this is not a competition,
No,
or
it's to help everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just to make everybody do a little exercise, whatever makes them feel comfortable, and just get up and do it, just do it.
That's what
That's
I
all.
like about walking because you don't have to go anywhere. I mean, I go to the Y and I walk on the treadmill, but I also go other places and walk outside.
Mhm.
But you don't have to really go anywhere. You can walk outside in your yard, you can walk down your street,
Mhm.
whatever is convenient for you, and you can fit it in to your day. And they even said that if you do 10 minutes 3 times a day, it will add up to the 30
Yep.
minutes in one day.
Yep.
So it's just very important that you move your body, and that's whether that's a little or a lot. But you have to be very careful starting out doing anything. Like Katie was saying, she got off the couch and started walking, but she didn't do a 5K marathon immediately. It took her
Yeah.
some time to work up to that point.
Yep.
You have to pace yourself and always check with your doctor and make sure that you are physically able to do it.
And make sure you stay hydrated.
Yes. That's one thing my friend Elisa and we talk on Thursdays. We do trivia, and it's Thirsty Thursday trivia because we're constantly telling everybody, drink, drink, drink.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch you girls one of these times.
Yeah, it's at 12 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern time on Thursdays. And we do all kinds of different trivia, and sometimes we even do giveaways. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think what most collaborations and challenges, they help you to make friends and meet other channels and everything. But this one, to me, it's like you're motivating yourself, but yet you've got a community around you motivating you too. So it makes it like you're not out there doing it by yourself, that you've
Yeah.
got, people that are cheering you on, that are watching the videos and being happy for you that, you're able to do it. So I take exercise now as it's a privilege because so
Yep.
many people cannot do it, cannot do
Mhm.
anything. I mean, I think about the people who are paralyzed and have had strokes and things like that. That not because they don't want to be able to do things, they just physically can't. And
Yep.
I'm happy that my body allows me to do anything, and everything that I can do now that I couldn't do before I lost weight. I'm like, I wish I had that mindset before. Like, why didn't I know about it and why didn't I try it, earlier. So it's never too late. I'm 62 and I had weight loss surgery when I was 61, and it's never too late to try to get as healthy as you possibly can.
Yeah, because when I was younger, like, well, probably last time I was really, really active, I played basketball, and that was in sixth grade. And then, like, my young adult life, I wasn't really active, I didn't play
Hmm.
sports or nothing. And then, like I said, this, you know, like in the 2000s or, 2017, 16, that's when I really started walking and stuff. That's when I'm more active now than I was when I was younger.
Hmm. Me too. Definitely. Definitely. And it's kind of like, and I talk about it when I talk about, the diet part of the weight loss surgery. I went to every doctor and I tried
Mhm.
every weight plan, diet, everything. And yes, they told me the same type of things, but they didn't explain it to me in a way that I got it, that I understood it, that I
Mhm.
could see why I needed to do the things I needed to do. And I think the whole weight loss industry does us a big disservice because all we see is the people that have the, terrific results. And, they sometimes it doesn't even look like the same person, and it's like, is that really the same person that lost all that weight?
Mhm.
And they either want you to buy their food or, their supplements or do this or do that or whatever. And you don't have to do all that. You just have to learn how your body works and what you need
Mhm.
to put in your body to get your body to work at its best
Yep.
level. And also, I learned a lot about these prescription medication side effects. Every prescribed medication has side effects. And they
Yeah.
also have things that the doctors will prescribe them to do what they call off label, which means it wasn't created to do that, but as a side effect of what it was created to do, it also does this over here. So
Mhm.
you might be taking something that has nothing to do with what's wrong with you, but yet it helps your symptoms or whatever. But once you start getting so many different prescription medications, your side effects have side effects. And
Yep.
you don't know what's a side effect and what's a symptom of your condition. And after a while, it just all is like nothing works it's all getting you
Yeah.
fatigued and just drained and everything. And when I started getting off a lot of prescription medication and alleviating those side effects, then I found out, okay, the things that I do have wrong with me, they're not as bad as I thought they were, because now I'm not having all the extra side effects added in there. So the healthier you get, the more you can get off of prescription medications. And
Mhm.
but you got to find a doctor who will work with you to get you off of them. Because so
Mhm.
many doctors, they just want to, oh, there's a pill for that. And I got to where I wouldn't tell my doctor any symptoms, because every time I told them something, they would give me another prescription. And
Yeah.
I think I was taking over 19 different prescriptions every day. And I thought I'll never get off of this medicine. So I'm very blessed that I was able to get off a lot of my medicine, and that I'm actually feeling good. I said about I don't sleep very much, but sleep is really important too to your
Yep.
overall health. You have
Yes.
to let your body rest and let your body
Mhm.
repair itself. And a lot of medications, part of their side effects are they cause insomnia. So that's a big thing too, is to try to make sure that you allow time in your schedule for sleep, and you give yourself time to unwind and get off the screens, and don't think about things that are going to stress you out, and just relax and try to get some decent sleep. So I really have been able to sleep better, And so you wake up, you have more energy because you got some rest.
Yep.
And then when you exercise, a lot of people think exercise takes your energy away, but it actually gives you more energy. And
Yep.
also, it releases those feel good hormones in your body. And I don't know if it's the same for you or not, but for me, when I'm done, I might be a little winded or a little tired, but I feel mentally, my mood is elevated. I'm like happy that, oh, I got that in today,
Yeah.
and I just feel good.
Yeah.
And
Like it's like it gets to the point of, well, for me, it gets to the point of where I have to do it, or I don't feel right.
yeah,
Um, and especially, I'm glad I joined this challenge because I mean, before I did that, before walk every day. I mean, I made it a point to walk 7 miles every day, and that really felt good. And it was, I gave the excuse of the holidays, remember Christmas and Thanksgiving, and then you give yourself the excuse of, okay, I'm just gonna let myself eat whatever and let it go. Well, I'm not gonna do that anymore because um when it comes springtime, or like the walking, when you can start walking outside or whatever, when I start doing it, it's so hard a job to get where I was.
right.
So I decided, okay, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I am gonna eat Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, or whatever, but I'm not gonna eat as much. I'm so I don't have to work back from that. You know, get back up that hill.
And
So
if what you're doing makes you feel better, why would you not want to do it? That's
yeah,
the thing,
yep,
you know.
hmm
And a lot of people, the hardest thing is just getting started. And
yep,
whether that's 5 minutes a day or, an hour a day, whatever it is, whatever you
hmm
have time for. And that's something else I wanted to talk about too, is that we have to, as women, we have to take care of ourselves because we have a lot of responsibility. And most all of us have worked jobs outside of the home, maintained a home, raised our children, helped with
yep,
our grandchildren. We have a lot of responsibility and a lot of people count on us. But if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't help anybody else. And
yep.
that's
That's
one thing
true.
I had to learn the hard way, that taking care of myself has got to be a priority. And it's not being selfish. And it's
hmm
not that you love yourself more than you love anybody
Yep.
else. It's just that you realize that you have got to put yourself first. It's like they say when the
hmm
airplane is crashing, you put the oxygen on yourself first and then help the next person. Because
Yep.
if you don't take it first, you won't be able to help the next person.
Yep.
And we forget that. As women, we think we're supposed to do it all for everybody else and not take care of ourselves. And we have to do it. I mean, it's just, you're not going to live a long, happy, healthy life. And I wish that I knew this in my 30s, even in
hmm
my 20s. But I wish
Yep.
in my 30s I would have realized how important it was going to be. It's like the old saying, if I knew I was going to live so long, I would have took better care of myself.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know? And that's kind of how I feel now, that it's like, is it too late? I don't think it's too late. I think I have
Um,
a good 20, 25 years, ahead of me, but I'm not going to get there if I don't start taking care of myself and
yep.
doing things that I need to do for my own health and my own well-being. And to me, when you start putting those boundaries down and saying, I need time for myself and I need time to do this and I
hmm
need time to do that, people aren't going to like it, because they're used to you always being available and doing for everybody else. And so at first, there's a little pushback. But after a while, they see the improvements that you're making and how much better you feel and how much
hmm
more you are able to do. And then it's like, you know what? You take that time that you need to do whatever it is you need to do for yourself, because it is making you a much happier, healthier person, overall. Blue says, if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Regina. Who can help me? What did Regina say?
Yeah, she says, who can help me? Like
Yeah.
getting started?
If we can't help ourselves, nobody can. But
Yeah.
yes, we can help you. We can motivate you. We can. I'll give you my phone number, my email, my text, whatever. And um, sometimes all it takes is to have somebody to talk to say, I'm feeling this way, or I'm feeling that
Yep.
way, or, what do you think about this? Or, would you encourage me to do this? Or, you
Yep.
know, anything like that. And, sometimes that's all we really need is somebody to talk to, and somebody to say, I hear you and I'm here. If that's what you need, I'll be here. We don't have to be strong all the time for, everybody. Sometimes we have to be, not quite so strong, and take care of what we need to take care of.
Hmm.
But I love encouraging people to try to figure out what it is that will make them happy, and will make life worth living. We're not supposed to be here just in despair and hating every day, like our existence is, you know, terrible. We're supposed to wake up thankful that we are
Yep.
here another day to see
Yes.
whatever's going to happen.
Yes.
And that's one thing my granddaughter has taught me, because I try to look at the world through her eyes now.
Hmm.
And, children are so innocent and so pure, and they get excited over the littlest things, and they see everything, they notice everything. It's like she'll make me stop and be right here, right now in the moment. She won't let me get in my head and be in the past or worrying about the future. It's
Hmm.
like, right now, Granny, this is what I want to do, or this is what I need you to do for me, or whatever.
Yep.
And I spent way too many years worrying about mistakes I made in the past and how could I fix them. And then worrying about, well, what was the future going to look like? I don't know what the future is going to look like, but it definitely can't be worse than what I've done in the past. It's got to be getting better. So I'm excited to see just exactly what the future does hold. But I don't want to miss a minute of what's going on right in the present time in my life.
Yep.
And I think a lot of us don't live in the present. We live, in the past or in the future. And we forget that right now there are things to make us happy and for us to enjoy and be able to do. Power and
Yep.
redemption. Hello, hello. Welcome. Regina says, I can barely walk. I try walk in the backyard with my dog. Yes, you can do that. And if you have a walker, Regina, take the walker out there, walk a few steps. If you have to, if I have the walker with the seat and the wheels. So, if you have to sit down and rest a minute, sit down by all means.
Yep.
But just get out there and try. And even just walk
Yes.
around in your house. For a long time, I was afraid to
Hmm.
walk outside because I was afraid I would trip and fall, and that I would be laying there hurt and nobody would be there to help me. And so I was afraid to go outside. So, and I've torn both my Achilles tendons. And when you tear your Achilles tendon, you cannot walk. And so if it happens to you and you fall and you're on the ground, you have to have somebody help you get up. And so it's a scary thought that you might be, a little ways from home and fall and be, laying there needing help. So, if you have to do it just in your house, or right on your patio or porch or whatever, just
Hmm.
start small. Just, don't try to be a Olympian and get out there and conquer it all in one
Yeah.
day. but you can do anything you put your mind to. And that's the thing I've learned too.
Mhm.
Our minds believe what we tell them. So if you tell your mind, I can't do it, you cannot do it. But if you say, yes, I'm going to try and I think I can do it, I bet you'll be able to do it. Maybe just a little bit, but every day build on what you had the day before. And like Colleen said, don't let yourself backslide. Once you get to a certain point, keep it going and
Yeah.
keep working towards where you want to be so that you don't have to keep going back and starting over again. Hello, Olivia, the seven sacraments of health. She said, you can even step in place.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
I walk 3 rounds in the backyard, not level, so I have to be real careful. Yes, you
Yeah.
probably would be better to walk on ground that is level. Although a yard, to me, the dirt isn't as hard as concrete. So if you were going to fall, it probably wouldn't hurt you as much as falling, on the concrete. I have scars on both my elbows and both my knees because I have fallen on my elbows and knees on the concrete and just tore the
Wow.
skin off on
Oh
both of them.
no.
And I there for a while, it wasn't, are you going to fall? It was, when am I going to fall? Because I would fall and I wouldn't even know I was going to fall. My feet would like get tangled up because because when you don't have feeling in your feet, you don't know where your feet are. It's like your body, your brain can't figure out where they are. And so you'll trip yourself or you'll tangle up your own feet. And like I have to use the shower chair in the shower because when I stand up and I close my eyes like to do my hair, I don't have balance. I'll fall over. And so I have to sit down and use a handheld shower to be able to
Mhm.
do it just for my own safety so that I don't fall out of the bathtub or hurt something else by falling. I live out in the country, easier to walk in the backyard with my dog. I have fallen a lot last year. Wow, Regina. You need to get you one of those life alert buttons where you could call for help if you fell.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to be careful, you know. Regina, what state do you live in? I wonder if anybody's in your area. It would be great to have a walking buddy, somebody that could come and could walk with you. I've got one of my neighbors here in the apartment complex that she uses a walker, and she's been coming over and getting me when she wants to go and walk the apartment complex so that she doesn't have to go by herself. Everybody's talking to each other and connecting. Luckily, my grandson was in my yard with me in the yard. That's good. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay. You need to email me and let me know what part of Texas. I know lots of channels that are in Texas. We might be able to find somebody close by you. Yes, having a buddy is a great idea. It is. And also it motivates you because walking with a friend and having a conversation and talking, and that's kind of what I like about making the video walking is that it's like you're having a conversation talking to a friend instead of just out there walking, by yourself.
Hi, Mary Jo and Chloe.
I don't see them.
They're right underneath or
Oh,
above seven sacrament.
it's because I hadn't moved the chat up.
Oh, I know.
I'm
I didn't know. I didn't know
searching
whether,
around.
yeah, whether to get on with my phone or my laptop. So I just got
There
on
you
with my
go.
laptop and I can see the chat on the side. And this is
Yeah,
my first live, by the way.
I know that's
I'm
what
not,
Katie said. She said she's having trouble getting on. It's her first live, and I was like, "Oh no, I should have sent her the instructions and broke
yeah,
it down step by step." Hi,
I was doing.
Fabian Electrical Services. Welcome. Yes, Gail, I would love to come on and talk about it. Definitely, anytime you want. Um, there's been so many what I call non-scale victories. I mean, I've lost 85 pounds in not quite 9 months. It'll be 9 months, the 8th of April. But just so many things that, I mean, I can actually bend over and pick up something off the floor that I never could do before. I have one of those grabby, long handled grabbers that if I dropped something, I had to use the grabber to get it. I could not bend over and pick it up. Hey, Just Muxter, welcome. Oh, he's telling you congratulations on your first time.
Thank you. I was really nervous. Really nervous, and things didn't start working right. So I'm like, oh no, I didn't want to leave them hanging. So luckily, I hit the right button.
See, Regina, we've got Elisa's in Texas, Gail's in Texas, my friend Misty's in Texas. I know quite a few people in Texas. Okay, stitching it up. I'm an hour southwest of you. All right, we're getting closer. We'll
Yeah.
we'll find somebody. As big as YouTube is, we can find somebody that can come and help you, Regina.
Yep.
April 2nd or April 9th. Let's see. Um, Probably the 9th. Yeah, let's do the 9th, Gail. What time do you do that? Don't you do that early? Because you're Central Time, aren't you? So I think it's like 5 o'clock Central, which would be 6 o'clock my time, right?
Yeah,
Katie said,
Katie.
I knew you
I
would
might
be
I
an
might do
answer.
another live.
Yes. It's fun. Once you get over your, nervousness of doing them, lives are great. I love doing lives. Okay, 6 p.m. Central, so that would be 7 Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, Katie was on in the beginning. Katie, you need to get back on.
Yep, she dropped down already, but she's in the chat.
Okay. I gotta go now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. It was so nice to meet you in person now. And I will continue to watch your channel. And if you ever want to go live again, just let me know. You're always welcome.
Okay.
And
Yeah, and I'll definitely watch your chair videos because I
yeah,
know
yeah,
I wanna get into those too.
yeah. I'm so excited about it, but I know nothing. I know nothing about it other than the fact that I've heard about it. So I've
Yeah,
got to get my information straight, but
we
I've
can
got
learn
to do
we
it.
can learn together, most
That's
definitely.
exactly right.
Mhm.
We'll all be beginners in the same boat, and we'll just figure it out as we go. But
Yep.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll definitely be beneficial because that was my biggest concern, is that would it actually help? But the trainer at the Y said if you can't do
Yep.
anything without falling, doing it in the chair is just as beneficial. So
Yep.
we're going to give it a try for sure.
Yep.
All right,
And
everybody.
thank you for asking me for going live.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. And y'all have a wonderful night. And we will see you out there walking. Bye now.
Walk, everybody, walk.
That's right. Get out and walk.
Bye.